Welcome to Side Hustle Rules. My name is Lou Reyes, and today I'm going to be sharing 15 key lessons that I've learned that help my YouTube side hustle earn over $30,000. Now, I learned these lessons through trial and error. I certainly didn't learn these lessons overnight. In fact, it took me a few years to realize that I've been doing a lot of things wrong, and maybe it was my ego that held me back because, after all, I'd been successful in business. I launched a chain of business-to-business magazines. I owned a weekly newspaper, started 2 national trade show companies, and I launched nearly a dozen other ventures. But that success, well, it didn't automatically translate to growing a YouTube channel. But the good news, yeah, over time, I figured out what works. And today what I'll do is I'll share those lessons with you. Now, if you're just getting started in business, I've also put together a free side hustle starter kit to help you take those first steps towards building a successful side hustle. Or maybe you even want to build a full-time business. Well, either way, you're going to find a link to my free side hustle starter kit in the description box of this video. So whether you're brand new or you're somebody who's ready to turn your content into consistent income, well, these tips will help you to build a smarter, more profitable channel. Let's start with tip number 1. Build relationships through problem solving. Don't just push out content. That's something that I did early on in my YouTube career, my side hustle career. I tried to get a video out every week, sometimes 2-3 times a week, and it just didn't work. I wasn't focusing on solving real specific problems that my audience was willing to pay to fix. You know, viewers, well, they can get free generic content everywhere on YouTube. But what they really want is transformation. When your content delivers meaningful change, when you deliver meaningful change, well, you build a relationship with your audience and trust grows, and so does your revenue potential. Position yourself as the guide. This is number 2. Share your journey and show your audience that you've been where they are at, where they're at now. You know, when I started out early in my YouTube career, I wasn't sharing my journey. I'd accomplished a lot, but I didn't think people wanted to know that I'd been where they want to be. But, you know, viewers do want to see that you're somebody who's already achieved the result that they want. And if you do that, if you show them that, well, then they're far more likely to follow your lead. Get ultra specific. This is tip number 3. You want to stop trying to appeal to everyone. When you appeal to everyone or try to appeal to everyone, you actually appeal to no one. And that's something that I learned, a hard lesson that I learned when I started out. I was trying to put videos out, create videos that I thought everyone wanted to see. And actually, I think no one wanted to see. So you want to create content that's laser focused on a specific problem faced by your ideal viewer. Now, this helps you stand out in a sea of generic content, and it attracts folks who are serious about taking action in their life. Know who you are talking to. This is number 4. I know it seems obvious. It is obvious, but there are many folks out there, including yours truly, who at one point was trying to talk to everybody. But you know what? You want to know who you're talking to, because then you can solve specific problems. And when you solve specific problems, you become relevant. You've got to be crystal clear. You got to be crystal clear about who your content is for, because if you do that, well, your retention rates are going to soar, and you'll see that in YouTube analytics. And your viewer comments, by the way, your viewer comments will shift from generic praise to genuine engagement. And YouTube, well, they reward relevance, and so do your viewers. They're going to stay on your channel longer. They're going to watch your videos. So speak your audience's language. And when you do that, you'll attract action takers, not passive scrollers. Focus on quality over quantity. This is number 5 on my list. Stop trying to be everything to everyone. And this is a theme, a constant theme that I've talked about here on this or in this video. You don't need viral videos or 1 million subscribers to make money. You just need the right viewers. You know, one well-crafted video. Well, that one well-crafted video will speak directly to your ideal audience, and that video, well, it will outperform 100 cookie-cutter videos that are packed with the same recycled tips. Let your experience be your differentiator, and this is tip number 6 on my list here. Your secret weapon. Your real secret weapon is your real life experience. It's your battle scars. It's your breakthroughs. It's your proven systems. They're what separate you from the copy and paste content creators out there. And there are plenty of them here on YouTube. When you speak with experience, people will listen and they'll buy from you. Authenticity, they say, is the new currency, and it certainly is. Authenticity is the currency that will make you money. So cash in on it. Be the trailblazer, not the trend chaser. This is number 7 on my list. Copycats chase trends, experts change lives. I find the creators who earn trust and income, well, they're the ones who bring their whole story to the table. And I've heard a lot of stories from content creators who dig deep and tell their real story. They don't try to blend in. They're bold. They share the truth of their journey, and they lead their videos with substance. Give your best stuff away. This is tip number 8. If you're worried that giving away your free content's going to hurt your business, well, I'll tell you, think again. Because some of the most successful channels have thrived by giving away high-value free content. Now, why would they do that? Well, they do it because when people see the value in your free content, they're going to trust. They'll trust that your paid content offers are even better. Let your free content lead to paid solutions. This is tip number 9. Now, I found that it's the free content that I offer. That free content will solve an urgent problem. And when it does that, when it solves an urgent problem for one of my viewers, well, it also builds trust. But it's the paid content. It's the paid content that I provide that offers the full system, the support, and the transformation. When you show your viewers what's possible, then you're going to be able to guide them to the deeper solution, the paid solution. Master the call to action. This is tip number 10. Now, I found that you don't want to wait until the end of a video to tell viewers what to do next. You want to place a clear, value-driven, I'm going to underline the word value-driven. You want to place that CTA early on in your video. And then what you'll do is you'll also place it throughout your content. I recommend placing a CTA at least 3 times in a video. Now, you're going to want to make sure that when you do that, though, it feels like a natural next step, not a sales pitch. A strategically placed CTA will move viewers from interest to action. You want them to buy your product, or at least to get some more value from your video. Now, I'll give you an example. Early in this video, what I did is I mentioned my free side hustle starter kit. And I said it's a simple way for me to give my audience something useful right away while inviting them to go deeper. Now, if you haven't grabbed it yet, I'm going to just suggest go ahead and grab it. There's a link in the description box. I know that my free side hustle starter kit, I know it's a great first step toward building a successful side hustle or even a full-time business. And if you're somebody who's serious about fully monetizing your YouTube channel and building your business the right way, well, then you're going to want to grab my free side hustle starter kit. Build high-value offers that deliver transformation. This is my tip number 11. Now, if you want to increase your income, the income on your YouTube channel, you want to increase the monetization, well, then you're going to want to create offers that viewers can't resist. And to do that, you'll focus on the transformation that you can offer them. You'll identify the outcome your ideal viewer wants, then you'll create a step-by-step path to get them to that point. Now, you'll combine your proven system with real support, like a chat group or maybe a one-on-one coaching session. And when you do that, you're going to have an irresistible high-value offer. Niche down to scale up. This is my tip number 12. If you're trying to serve everyone, well, when you do that, it really does slow you down. When you focus on a specific audience with a specific problem, well, your business will become lean, it'll become scalable, and it will certainly become far more profitable. So focus on developing one solution for one ideal client. And I want to underline ideal client because I think I've mentioned that more than once in this video. But focus on one ideal client. That's really the key to earning more money on YouTube. Don't fall for the Adsense trap. This is tip number 13 on this on my list. It's important because AdSense, well, it's not your end game. It's important that you know it. AdSense is really just a side bonus. I've heard folks call it an appetizer, and certainly it's an appetizer because it's not the full meal. No, your real income will come from monetizing your knowledge through digital products or through courses or consulting or coaching. On my channel here, yes, I'm on AdSense, I'm monetized. And so certainly I get money. AdSense pays me money every single month. But what I count on, and many other YouTubers, successful YouTubers or content creators will count on, is the money that they make from these other additional income sources. So YouTube, while it's the most powerful sales engine ever built, it's important to use it wisely. Track what actually matters. Now, this is my tip number 14. Forget those vanity metrics. How many subscribers I got today, this week, this month. Forget how many views you got. Those aren't as important as your retention rate, which is how long people stick around watching your videos. Are they only watching for 10% or 20%? Are they sticking around for at least 50%? Very few people actually get 100%. There are folks that do, but I think around the average is probably around 40 to 50%. You want to have folks who are watching your videos for at least that long, because then you know that they're interested in your content, they're vested in the information that you're giving them. Also track your dollar per view. Total income divided by the number of views that you receive, that gives you your dollar per view. Is that number growing? Because you want it to grow. Obviously, you want it to grow, and it's important. You also want to pay attention to the comment quality that you're receiving. Somebody comments on my video and they just say, "Hey, Lou, great video. Thank you." And that's it. It's okay. But I want to hear what they really think about the video. Give me some feedback. Ask me some more questions. Did you find it valuable? And why did you find my video valuable? When you look at the right metrics, what you're doing is you're able to predict your revenue. You're going to see how much trust you're delivering, and you're also going to know your long-term success. Measure audience relevance. This is my tip number 15. Now, are you attracting future clients or just casual browsers? Dive into your analytics to find out. You can use powerful SEO tools like keywords everywhere. It's one of the SEO tools that I actually use. I find it very, very effective. Now, when you do this, you'll learn who's searching for the solutions that you can provide. You'll understand who's watching your content. And then, of course, you can tailor that content accordingly. And when you align your videos with the right viewers, well, your business, your YouTube channel, your revenue, well, it will start to grow. When you apply these 15 YouTube channel tips, your channel will become more than a content library. It'll become an authority engine. Each video that you upload will build trust, it'll showcase your expertise, and it'll attract the ideal viewer who's ready to take action. So stop chasing subscribers, start building influence. And when you do that, when you build influence, you'll master YouTube monetization. And speaking of monetization, if you're ready to take your first steps toward building a successful side hustle, or even turning that side hustle into a full-time business, well, then you're going to want to check out the free Side Hustle Starter Kit that I've got linked in the description box of this video. It's a simple roadmap. It'll help you to get going with clarity and also with confidence. Well, if you want more tips, about starting and building a side hustle, or maybe you want to build that full-time business, well, then you're going to want to check out the link that I've got up here in the corner of this video. That's all I've got for you right now, other than say, yeah, check out that link. I want to thank you for watching. And as I always say, have a great day, everybody.